Hi, my name is Eric Holness. I am a first-year MDiv student at the Vanderbilt Divinity School.
And hello, my name is Alvaro Manrique Barrenechea, and I am a Master's in Law School student at Vanderbilt Law School.
This is a short video highlighting the time we spent at the U.S.-Mexico border in Tijuana, Mexico during the month of December.
It's a short video with our reflections and conclusions about what we saw and what we experienced.
Also, this is a very sensitive video that we're putting forth, and so for the integrity and safety of those on the ground and those living out this experience, some details are modified and edited for safety.
Hope you enjoy it.
So we arrive, meet up with other groups of lawyers, law professors, law students, cross the border to Tijuana, Mexico, and we go to the organizational headquarters. It's a very interesting environment because I would describe it as a community center, but not from the American concept of community centers with basketball courts. It's actually a restaurant that operates as a charitable service to the community, and that restaurant has many different stories, and on the different stories of that restaurant is where this organization that we partnered with does their headquarters. They do clothes and other goods to give to other off-site areas where there are needs and where there's excess of refugees coming in and just needing basic toiletries and things like that, but also where headquarters is happening, where they do the overview of Know Your Rights presentations, where other immigration lawyers come in and offer free legal counsel, where this organization is able to handle the day-to-day dread of the horrors that happen on the other side, but also where some of the joys happen, because this is also where weddings are officiated. And let me tell you, that is the absolute most beautiful thing that transpires in spite of such chaos. As a result of just seeing the need, I personally run a nonprofit. It's called Homeless Ministries International, and we took up about $1,700 worth of donations and went to Costco and just bought things that would help make the experience there better for those that are serving those in need, and for those that are in need to have things like hand sanitizer, just different hygienic things, water, coffee, whatever might be needed to just kind of make a small drop in this very large bucket.
So like Eric mentioned, we were not even ready to see what we experienced when we got to Tijuana. We were able to not only go to this main headquarters where we gathered with other volunteers, but we were spread out around the city, covering different sites that were located within Tijuana. One of them was a site that was run by Catholic nuns, missionary Catholic nuns, and it housed many mothers and children who were waiting to apply for asylum. Some of them were part of the caravan, some were not. There were different nationalities, Central American mostly. We were able to go there and provide them with Know Your Rights presentations and explain them what the process in the asylum system is in the U.S. We were able to answer questions and give them most information about what to expect when getting into the U.S. One of the other sites that was very interesting and shocking to me was going to the main border control site, where we saw many immigrants just lining up and waiting to get their names on a list. This list was the one that immigration officials use, along with some Mexican officials as well, to allow certain families to go through and have their cases being heard before applying for asylum. This was definitely shocking. It was definitely the witnessing of a humanitarian crisis, as we were experiencing and witnessing many children and families just very nervous, very scared, and just waiting for their chance to be heard and present their asylum cases. This was probably one of the most difficult things for me to see, but at the same time, it was one of the most encouraging and the most profound experiences that I've had and that I experienced during the trip.
I think when it's all said and done, it was really crazy for me as a seminarian to experience this just a couple days before Christmas, celebrating the birth of a baby who shortly after his birth was a refugee, and watching this refugee crisis lived out in real life. And I'm not here to sway your political opinions. If you want to, stay to your political party, that's fine. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you're seeing on your news outlet is not doing justice to the real atrocities, the real chaos that is happening, and the real lives that are being impacted. But just know that I'm so grateful, and I'm looking forward to a day where a difference can be made, and this journey for some, the fight of their lives, can be actualized in the freedom of this great country.
Like Eric said, this coverage that the crisis have on the media does not make any justice to what the reality is. We were able to experience and see firsthand how immigrants are fleeing, they're scared, and they're trying to escape from their situation and find refuge somewhere else. Definitely, as from a legal point of view, it was wonderful to be able to provide help and listen and explain how the law looks in this process. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to have been there, and I believe it'll be a great way for me to internalize and see more of what I'm excited about doing with the legal profession as I move forward with my education, and hopefully continue to serve many clients that are privileged and that are looking for better opportunities and justice.
So a big thank you to Vanderbilt University, specifically the Vanderbilt University Law School, all those that supported with funding, and a big thank you to the real heroes on the ground doing this almost thankless work.
Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, you can find us in Vanderbilt, the Vandy School, and the Law School.